Hello, my name is Katie and I'm one of the career coaches in the Career Development Office at Xavier. In Module 2 of Exploring Majors and Careers, you're going to be doing a lot of your own major and career exploration. Before you get started with that, however, I want to make sure to debunk some common major myths that you may either have heard of or are feeling right now so that you can go into the next activities to be able to fully engage, and hopefully it'll take some of the pressure off as well of some of the nerves you're feeling around selecting a major or career path. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so myth number one, I think, is one of the most common ones we hear, and that is that choosing a major is directly associated with choosing a career. Now, there are some jobs and majors that have a more linear career path. So for example, if I major in nursing, likely my first job is going to be a nurse. And similarly, I can't major in just anything to be a nurse. There are some specialized training and processes that I have to go through in order to do that job successfully. However, your major does not determine all of your future job opportunities. Oftentimes, your major is helping you develop transferable skills such as critical thinking, leadership skills that can be applied to several different career paths and several different occupations. So it's important to consider that when you're choosing a major, that decision is not going to be for life, that there's lots of different career opportunities likely that you'll have with your major. And that while there is a good chunk of students who end up going into a career that is directly related to their major, there's plenty of students who do not, who their major can be applied and their skills that they gain in their major can be applied to several different career paths and occupations. The second myth is that there is a single right or perfect major or career path for everyone, and that you're on this journey to find your single right one. And hopefully you don't make the wrong decision. The reality is that there's probably several occupations and maybe even a couple majors that you might enjoy, and that focusing on finding that single perfect major can be really overwhelming, and it can put a lot of pressure on yourself as well that we don't want you to have. Also too, it's limiting. Likely over your lifetime, you're going to have several different jobs. Each one might have positive aspects, each one might have negative aspects, but I think it's helpful to go in with that mindset too, because again, it will take a lot of that pressure off of feeling like I need to find that perfect major or career, when in reality, there's probably a couple that could be a good fit for you. The third myth is that once you choose your major, it's really hard to switch into another major. The reality is, and you can see from the statistic here, it's pretty common for students to end up changing their major at least once throughout college as you're exploring, as you're taking classes and finding out what you like and don't like. College is the time to really explore that and see what's out there. Now at Xavier, however, we do recommend that you choose a major by the end of your sophomore year. Reason being, we're trying to keep you on track for graduation. After your sophomore year, a lot of times you're done with a lot of those general education courses. And so you start taking a lot of those major specific courses. And so that gives you plenty of time to engage in that major and career exploration process, to reflect, to do some research in order to make a decision that suits you best. Okay, the fourth myth out of 5 is that your major and career decision should be based only on the money you can make with it. Now, I totally understand income is certainly an important factor to consider as you research majors and different careers and career paths you can do with your major. While it is an important factor, however, there are other factors to consider as well when making this decision. For example, you want to make sure that you're pursuing a major or career that genuinely interests you, because that will motivate you to do well in your classes. It will motivate you to do well in your job. And so that's an example of another factor that you might want to consider. Also, work and life satisfaction are dependent on more than just your income. So again, while money is certainly an important factor to consider, realizing that there's other things that are important as well when making this decision. And then the fifth and final myth is that it's helpful to just decide on a major to get that decision out of the way so you don't have to worry about it anymore. While we encourage you, of course, to make that decision early, again, because it will get you on track to graduate, it'll get you in the right classes on your major, please do not make the decision without doing some reflection, doing some research. We have endless resources here in the Career Development Office to help you make that educated, informed decision on a major that feels right for you. And so we recommend, of course, please engage in these activities, complete this course, But come in and schedule an appointment with us as well, with me or one of the other career coaches, and we're happy to talk through that major and career exploration process with you as well. So with that being said, now you're free to move on to the major and career exploration activities. Thanks for watching.